We live in an age where relationships don't always last very long. Couples break up, get divorced, cheat, and worst of all, eat each other's snacks without permission. That is the worst. Get those divorce papers ready. So I don't really blame people for wanting their partner to have the same hobby. I mean, it does sound like it makes things easier. Like, I get it. A lot of people deny that they want a partner with a shared hobby, probably because they're too shy to talk about it, but don't worry guys, I'll speak on your behalf. Today we're going to talk about how to find a significant other with the same hobby. What to do and what not to do. Well, mostly what not to do because that's what I'm more qualified to talk about. And we're also going to talk about whether or not it really is necessary to have a shared hobby. Like, do we really need shared hobbies for relationships to work out? I mean, I'm no relationship expert, but I do have a bit of experience. Mostly failures, but experience is experience, and I do observe a lot, so yeah. And before we get into the details, I just want to say that your shared hobby doesn't need to be your main hobby, like it could be like a secondary hobby or something. And since my channel is mostly a Gundam channel, what I'm gonna say in this video is mostly based on the Gundam community, on the Gundam hobby. You could apply what I'm gonna talk about to other hobbies as well. So yeah, in my hobby, there's this cringe phenomenon of horny dudes flocking over to female influencers who express their interest in Gundam, even though most of them suck in posing. We see a lot of these dudes attempting to impress these girls, these fine ladies, with their, straight builds. Come on dudes, if you're gonna impress a girl with gunpla, at least show a painted build. I mean, I tried to impress someone with a painted build. It still didn't work, but that's not the point. Okay, so let's say you're looking for love in your hobby. There's a good chance that your hobby is like mine in a way that it caters more to a certain gender. In the case of Gundam, it's mostly catered towards males. Now, obviously, if majority of the people in your hobby are dudes, then seeing a woman, especially an attractive woman, is gonna be kind of a big deal. So for hobbies like this, there are two types of women you're gonna meet in your community. Girls who just want attention and girls who are genuinely interested in the hobby. We're gonna examine both of these types. First, let's talk about the attention seekers. These girls probably just want attention and don't really seek genuine connections. And on top of that, they probably have a boyfriend already. So yeah, your chances here are probably pretty low. And it's probably best if you just don't go for it. Don't waste your time. Next, let's talk about the girls who are genuinely into the hobby. Now, I'm gonna be a little bit vulnerable here. I did try to impress someone online, and I did it for research, okay? I did it for research, for science. It didn't work, but that's the point of that research. It's trial and error. Well, mostly error. But from that error, I learned a valuable lesson. If a girl is genuinely interested in a hobby, she's not here to look for love, she's not here to look for attention, and she's probably not here to be impressed. They most likely just want to have fun. So, here's my advice. Don't look for romance in your hobby. Instead, focus on making friends, building genuine connections. Because who knows, one day, one of these friendships could blossom into something greater. Or maybe these connections you make could one day lead you to the love of your life. I think a lot of people can agree with me that the best romantic relationships are the ones that start as friendships. Because that way you already know a lot about each other before you start dating. And the bond that the two of you have could be more genuine this way. And if you're asking me if I think that having shared hobbies or common interests is very important in a relationship, I do think it helps, but I don't think it has to be a hobby that the two of you have to begin with. It can be a shared interest that a couple can develop together over time. A new hobby that the two of you can start together. Or it could be hobbies that you introduce to each other. Like, you know, if you're into Gundam, maybe you can introduce your girlfriend to Gundams or introduce her to video games, and then she'll introduce you to sports, and then you'll suck at it, but you'll try to keep getting better because you love her. Yeah. Or she can introduce you to Taylor Swift and you're just gonna have to force yourself to like that music. I'm kidding. I know a lot of successful couples who initially didn't have shared hobbies, but despite that, they were still able to make things work out. Now they have new hobbies together, which is awesome. What matters a lot more than having a shared hobby is having the same values, you know? Having the same values and having similar beliefs in life. I think that's what matters a lot more. And also having a shared sense of humor, because you gotta make each other laugh, come on. You don't need to find love in your hobby when you already have love in your hobby. That was really lame. I'm never getting a girlfriend this way. Anyway, you all have a nice day. And, oh, by the way, to all the ladies out there, I am single. I just want to I just want to put that out there. You all have a nice day. Peace out.